I say 20 companies so I say my main cows and yene mpanyinfo di nkomo we nso ene Minerals Commission for so be nkomo wa han say it make sure say you are part of this na bibi antimi kokama emfama. So for Israel me chawa no pay. Baby I will be no match yaw onyaminti ibia be fry. Why? Ibia be kama. Titus Glover atenase Daniel ni kwata Titus Glover atenase sanso ne hwe nim se era Kofi Adom so ba be kan se wa han se na bibi bia chimi akokama. I'm sure say your weekend has been good. Mo amoko ayi mo amoko wedding call party call bibia no bibia e fine. Bibia be kama ama bibia chimi akoso kama. And I talk of Kejua Mr. and Mrs. Kejua, congratulations. Now they be time with you a year tema community 8 Methodist asafumu mokam hobo mu say a year ne ekunu so form akwatan so also another wonderful man of God. In fact, your preaching was just so much on point. So form akwata also good morning baby obi nyamisha na onka ho ma menka obi em so say we are still in the month of love. Unyameya Duma Wednesday, the 1st of March. That's just the 3rd month, and yes, maybe your resolutions, you are yet to see say ba kokra eba up a reality. Inti fashion team say Nyame Adom bibia be fine. You need to take a step. It's important. You need to just make a move. It's very, very relevant. Bibia o yibia no ebetimi akoso e dia ma kama. Kofi Adom atenase oko buema adehia e ho nom no on represent your omo interest inti Kofi akwaba victory for John Mahama or victory for the NDC or victory for Kofi Adams obuem.
Well, a victory for John Dramani Mahama, Kofi Adams and Ghana.
Victory for John Dramani Mahama, Kofi Adams.
John Dramani Mahama,
Kofi Adams. Transfers woman akwaba onubaya na woman akwaba. Many Kofi Adams want the transfers.
Oh, when you
Esu ye ko ntokwa
Kofi
na me member first my fifi aba ebiti tambe transfer ana wa sha white
no admit because who sheda
Esu ye ko
ntokwa
Esu ye ko ntokwa
na re adwuma do juma sale jiro
Esu ye ko ntokwa
na Kofi ko pale me hunu da
na wo ba ye no program na enya nhye ase
na se je fe
o se wo ba ye no program
oh my god
nka na say me complain say wo ba me internase asa na
David
o settle mom na
nka me na o say me complain say wo
na magi megua matrase maba. In fact, I remember the
me no say me complain say wa mama internase asa na o ma me akwa
but I'm going to say COVID. Let's talk about your victory.
We say Nkunimidie ma John Dramani Mahama, Kofi Adams and Ghana.
Okay,
because this due Nkunimidie no eba beboa Ghana.
Nkunimidie beboa Ghana.
Because John Dramani Mahama Nkunimidie beboa oman Ghana nyina and even beyond. Kofi Adams dey no so beboa buem any oti as a region, and by extension no benya responsibility bi so a Ghana nyina so benya so a victory for John Dramani.
If it's victory for that means it's victory for Ghana with all what you've summed up.
Sure.
Because the mbe nyina papa.
Sure.
Now why is it that a flag bearer what shall say echo after electoral commission? Why?
Well, one say electoral commission ye niama enya say o say e ka ho sem. John Dramani Mahama you be an active political person. Even crowd more retirement crowd anya more omunye active political persons crowd omo concern about electoral commission na namotu any ni juma oye, let alone someone are very active. Ahuni me say anamoya omutu no emfa papa emre oman. We've gone nano yeya utia nanka Ghana Electoral Commission very highly celebrated. Very, very highly celebrated. Those times, Dr. Kujwa Farijan, Charlotte say, omoko assignments international. When we say they gave Ghana an enviable place. Bibi a omutina kura how they need here yede mahu. But even all that is gone.
By a bit of circumspection, because a former president, a potential leader again, like I said, Ghana's Electoral Commission no longer inspires confidence.
Well, maybe now when you're involved in the electoral processes, me and Miti but you're very well involved in the electoral processes. I've dealt with Electoral Commission over the period. Minim Electoral Commission and amotua ea omu etu with political parties. Na mekaipa time the current chairperson of the Electoral Commission, luckily for us, wayo bia now or in civil society. No ye head of what? IE. Upea Google say nsema IE aka efa Electoral Commission who any nejuma ye hu the position of IEA under J Mensa. Entinka yede Electoral Commission share nsano. The expectation is say even more openness and more transparency. Afe na kukuomu nsem, kukuomu niyama emma Electoral Commission ne juma yenu enso enim ena eba. For example, before Jane Mensa beban, yebe yen shishye bi ti se esiaya mra yedi hwe yena bato so because constitution ne ma hon to me say omo no mo be yen shishye a yedi beto aba yedi be registration kan. They first have engagement with political parties. Now political parties no the representatives aba mostly no NDC the nipa ba kubeko, MPP the nipa ba kubeba. Now other political parties na aka no omuso the nipa ba kubeba. Civil society the nipa bi ni beba. Now Electoral Commission for so the omumpeni for aba no mo aka a develop the drafts with the involvement of political party reps. Now aba to IPAC level, all these engagements. And sana yedi no beko parliament for the pre-laying engagements. And ebeko hono, now the consensus have been built. But under J Mensa and Tisabio,
that is where you miss out in communicating to us more as a party. As a group,
look, even the recent one, anyone ever the processes leading to the 2020 registration, ye boycotted IPAC. Ye boycotted IPAC. Say the way of more organized IPAC, no, and so we boycotted IPAC. Ye to a baby omode krata breye efa the necessary reforms a ompese omoye no omo request for your representative ye chiro koma ho nominate Alhaji Hudu Yaya oye lawyer osanso ye former general secretary, vice chairman and what have you say onu oye ye representative omo sheda bi say ombe ye meeting no first meeting okopie ho a opie ho no o say meeting enya ambassador enti onko ye share da foforo a ye be frɛ no yanti any message bia biom the next thing I bet in say Electoral Commission ayen share to engage with the subsidiary legislation of parliament to pass for a passage of a CI. Mutu anamosia.
Alhaji Hudu Yaya omo friend no.
Omo san friend no biom.
Ade na mo kasa sa kofi.
Well, I'm telling you the fact. Say me boa and Alhaji Hudu Yaya boa, but Alhaji Hudu Yaya would never, or you one politician, he would never lie for anything.
And the Electoral Commission
and that is why we are this stalemate here we. This is just one example, but there are many other examples. no cranty and Emma NDC a boycott IPAC. So clearly, you know, the IPAC that used to be a place of honor, a place of respect, or enviable status, you know. Nipa nanka omo abontia na omo kasa edi pian electoral commission say muntu anamonu say muye no say na afa de ye de ade no ahye omo nsa ade a omo ye no enye. And so fata say yinyina you may be in power today. Many Titus Glover and the party may be in power today and they may think that they are happy with what is happening because it's serving their interest. But if you build a process via enye or china uniwa na say ye de yewa
enkasa. But you go to IPAC and you forgot that IPAC no enye a body a what to me say the mba can be our honor no. As I say the electoral commission the judgment. They trust you be some of my proposals are so self-centered because Okaka say I didn't hear Kotwaba near agree on certain things. Parties in Kuma Bia, or Mohuni for so cross 7. Omokra any with the same vote, which is very bad. It doesn't. But this has been the process all these while. Yeah.
No crese IPAC. Enyen shishia ewo yen constitution mbranum. Now so over the period, you develop IPAC ababeboa electoral commission. Enyina babe du bibia edri. So ebinumukra kakra senka yenye amende the processes no na yema IPAC no enye tumi bi. But I don't even think that we need to even get there. But good say we juma wo ye no more than 70% of it involve political parties. Because elections, anything in Ghana, you say again, you practice multi-party democracy. And without political parties, you constitutional provision, I can say multi-party. So IPAC should not be looked at from the point to say, oh, it doesn't matter. One kasankura uma, it will fee. Sometimes you need to what? Engage them in arriving at a decision. We yes, sir. When we say, you carry them along. Say breakfast nkwana yebenya yenya lunch. Any say abe crofo ye 001 ana 010. Sanom na se sa na ebe ba
001 ye there.
Oh,
eat in the morning. You eat in the afternoon.
You eat in the morning. You don't eat afternoon. You don't eat it all. You don't eat in the morning. You eat in the afternoon. No evening. You must consult and let them know and agree. So that so you have to look at
0
010 or 001. Whichever apply, you must have some engagement. You must have some engagement.
I see.
And to me, can say, to hell with political parties, especially major political parties like MPP and NDC. Me sure say, this idea neighbor, but it has always been like that. Proportionately, the smaller parties, as we describe them, will get a rep. Because look, some of the smaller parties, we have contested elections as members of parliament. Were contested in the party. Unfortunately, he couldn't make it. How I wished he had won. I was praying for him because he was my very good friend. I really prayed for him, but well, my prayers couldn't get him through. He has to do more homework. But there's still space for him. Ye party ejuma. Ye me say those smaller parties. Ebi ohokra baby a flag bearer. To abakra the even agent. Baby a flag bearer. Nankasa na polling station. Ebi oho agent wo. Baby a party no maybe in the chairman, either national chairman or be a friend general secretary or to abakra they don't even have agents. So we know their interest. And the interest now, you cannot weigh it in the same level
as the MPP.
As MPP and the NDC.
Okay, so on that note,
you cannot.
You
cannot wait. But the way I welcome no protest or say me protest. One man settle enti ntia kra no metumi aye de metumi ntia buo metumi ntia mini titles global. O ma me share with some attack. Oh, sure.
Be picking against
2 more persons say picky, but okay. No problem.
Okay.
Michiano, any also. Any yahwefo omo here.
Nikwate.
Kobra.
When we have more experience in movement there or elections move.
Mechia ahwefo nyina.
Yeah.
Me na je se me hu Kofi. The last time na Michelle Kofi was a Dana former president Wuye.
Oh, okay.
Na yewo International Conference Center. Na GBC here live screening. I am a tribute about him. And we sat on the same seat. Oko parliament me hu. Na who say pressure na wonu hu.
I say parliament
obeti boboli I wish him all the best. And I pay discussion with your bay. I am not diminishing penning John Yabibri. Because what be do man peninda? And sometimes Wokasa woka and maybe a criminal. And when I so and ye dekiru and sema wokika. Okay, Abu Ramadan case now.
Yeah.
Or they call Supreme Court. Sabrina year registration. Na Kofi was the national organizer of their party. Na we're relying on the national health insurance ID card as a means of national identity. You know, the court. You know, Dibim. And the catcher is say, on trusted one of we use identity in as a means of identity to register and even free. But we share Sabrina election is a basso. Now you catch it, the pressure, so. All political parties, excluding the NDC. You can just Supreme Court, she share no the two on young Fanny Juma. Tedia JDM Kaye. This was captured on the November 18th, CTFM. Election rigging allegation absurd and nonsense. This is John Mahama speaking. And with your permission, I quote. President John Mahama has rubbished claims by his political opponents that the Electoral Commission (EC) is scheming to rig the upcoming presidential elections for him. Some new Patriotic Party MPP executives have on different platforms claimed there's grand scheme to ensure President Mahama's re-election. But the president at the rally in Funsi in Wa East constituency of the Upper West region rubbished those claims, describing them as absurd nonsense. The word is absurd nonsense. If you notice, in the run-up to the election, there has been a consistent criticism of the Electoral Commission. Indeed, they have said the most unspeakable things about the chairman of the Electoral Commission, and that in all preparing the minds of their supporters for when they lose. So when they lose, they can blame the Electoral Commission of not being neutral. Some of them have gone to the extent of saying the Electoral Commission is prepared to rig for John Mahama. What absurd nonsense. Ghana's electoral system is one of the best in the world. Note, words, not in Africa, in the world, because it has inherent instrument, underline, inherent instrument for guaranteeing its integrity. This is your mama speaking. Ebrana ye can say, or your president. Now Supreme Court, I'm a judgment. Take away national insurance card, ID card. Now use proper identity, passport, birth cert, whatever. So these were the pressure the other political parties, including the plentiful the Assembly Court, they were exerting pressure. And this was the response of John Mahama. And now who call Nigeria? as AU rep or say AU leader or West Africa, then you make these things to denigrate your own electoral commission. Some years passed. This is you talking. Every night you call court, your T say electoral commission, at election 2012, we prepared ourselves adequately over voting. You get data, you get pink sheets, pink sheets without signatures. When you are here, and you had some to Supreme Court, and you saw what went on in court. You, your mama, and your NDC, now led by saying, your abysmal performance in court. They said they run up to the recent elections. I can say they knew very well. Say you didn't and a move court. Meanwhile, you incite your people to go to the street, to cause mayhem, destroy public property. Say ye wiamu, jimensa e wiamu, any adiadie, any makufado, any MPP abai. Meanwhile, back of your head, you know you have no.
For the first time, the Electoral Commission of Ghana had challenges in giving figures, final figures, and percentages as to how this election 2020.
But they are human. We are all fallible. Now, so we have mistake now. And what was the difference of the changes? Very negligible. They are humans. Now we for we get to now, but does that mean that the election has been ringed in favor of Akufo-Addo and MPP?
But I know the say almost all the time the submissions of the NDC at IPAC, is met with a certain resistance, being language, being debate, and you're healthy for such a body to try.
I IPAC a couple of times when it was national organizer. Well, say Nipa or Tihonase or Yadinase and ya. There's a way you communicate. There's a way you go around it. What does it? But who Nipa ya be kaze? You are outside the platform. You are created the amount and PCE. You don't want to be part of the program. And the electoral commission is so smart enough. At every opportunity, they extend invitation to you. You invite them. You decor. You so minute you capture and indirectly you are part of the EC. Indirectly, you are part of the EC. Other political parties, they are not relevant and all kinds of explanation. They were there, they were working with you. And it's the same political parties on board. The electoral commission.
But he raises very important points. The point is that Kwadonko party in NDC share the same cake. It's not done.
And then you see most of them have been taken off. Most of them, those defunct political parties, they are all in the books. But they've all been taken off. But I didn't understand. You don't want to come to the electoral commission to come and transact business.
But that is why
you are a major player.
But that's why the former president said
issue
electoral commission no longer, and this is election coming 2024, no longer inspires confidence. There will be between now and December elections.
See your mama who. How are you talking? How are you communicating? They have inherent instruments to save the integrity. These are his own words. Inherent instrument to safeguard their integrity internationally, all over the globe. And the people want to former president, how you communicate. Let's go into the constitution. Article 46, page 44. Except as provided in this constitution or in any other law not inconsistent with this constitution, in the performance of its functions, the electoral commission shall not be subject to the direction and control of any person, not even parliament. Now, 51, or see, regulations for elections and referenda. The electoral commission shall, by constitutional instrument, make regulations for the effective performance of its functions under this constitution or any other law, and in particular for the registration of voters, the conduct of public elections and referenda, including provision for voting by proxy, quote and unquote.
Go to 11.
Oh, Nachi.
No, go to 11. Go to 11.
Nachi, you don't tell me what to do. I want to when you were talking
those
about
three laws
keep quiet.
Keep quiet. Go together. You can't pick two
Please.
But it is fair.
Please,
if you can read the 11,
please.
It is fair so that we can have a very good conversation.
What kind of
no? Don't
tell me what to do. You don't control my mouth.
11-7.
Why? What's the problem?
Read 11-7.
Everyone say what constitution on phone. So open.
Read 11-7.
Can we do more? Come on, just here. Or say the Electoral Commission is not subjected to the control and direction of anybody.
It doesn't mean that.
Listen. And the 5th and
Wadaroma. It doesn't also mean that maybe our experience or politics magudi and it academic. It doesn't mean that if you are an autonomous body, the way you say you need to pass a consider tema. Yes, as a constitution.
Then I won't mammy can name analysis.
Half
analysis are we?
What I say? Anti or catch the 46 ne?
Yeah.
Obi and to me Shannon.
Yeah.
And all catch and say in Article 50 no or the MRA constitutional instruments back of Adom Parliament. And no say or a letter commission to the open and oil. There be Special Budget Committee no Matansuda Charlotte Osei was my best friend. Ebrana ye mano NCC chairperson. And next all Shemia. I said my mikes and me boa on into the show. Naza on shutting obisha so yembisano. Ebrana be defending the budget under NCC chairperson. You could see say Mamino she's eager to work, but budgetary provision ye money NCC no. That's why. And one time no but no complain no sunya Mrs. Yalote we share na juma we na so wonya fatuo na papa bi na ye can see you are eager to work but budget supporter aban dia ma won dizia ma won esa anche and akonya ne beto ho ye di yisin ma no mi share na biom mi se ni aba e meni dani se de wanya budget pa udbe on the lighter side enti ye budget special budget committee. And the NDC can do all kinds of frustration, threatening, and doing all kinds of things on person.
Which is not good for us as a
country. What does here? And no, and yet threat and never solves our problem. And kasa. And baba and babato. And yet the day any revolutionary instincts them wana mundia takashidi nyano and boa. And the committee cannot stop the work of the Electoral Commission. At the end of the day, they will bring their report to the plenary. Then you need to So for me, dia John Ek can himself, I am piano to the Yano, and one. So, what be was here can a fear any was here can.
Okay.
What does it? Me, easy for me. Why?
Now,
who can
twice the time.
Hey, after we are timekeeper.
Yes, we are timekeeper because we get time. We are timekeeper. The time no was wrong.
And the catcher me Kofi say, knowing Kofi how soft, how gentle he is, and yet Takashi assembly yeka. And then let me share proceedings in the house. I think on Friday. Omoka say, was say, Adukwe Jane Adukwe Mpensenpensemu Embra. Because I'm sorry about the Nigerian elections. Yeah. So I was on one case ba na oni house no ebedia bobo. It's legit. It is here. And there's a mumma if any say deputies no embeye na mo so on one case mbra. Nothing stop it. Ye ba ko si akonya ye bibia into no woni nyina no. Ye sisi. But NDC cannot stop the work of the Electoral Commission.
Okay, so that's
they cannot stop it. Ye be called Special Budget Committee. Ye wiya Ukasa we are. At the end of the day, say consults you put into voting. Okay, then from there the report will be sent to the plenary. So they almost say special secret ballot. Okay, so
that's it. There are part of the Electoral Commission.
Very interesting. Say Ura titles Glover Beka ni Quate titles.
Can your mama dear no? Your car, Charlotte, can you go?
Obeka, first and foremost. Omu consensa, omu the court. The court ruling was in relation to the use of National Health Insurance Card.
Na enye na mgan.
See, Electoral Commission under Dr. Kojo Afarejan and sana obe free okra no to huan na mo eyi omo ye registration na omo de National Health Insurance Card edi register ye no ye omo nyina din eye den e free register no. Electoral Commission esan etu huan na mo eye nhihye foforo a eye CI 91. So that time now no parliament. Because I'm sure in 2016 you were in parliament. Weren't you?
I was there, pa.
You were there.
I was there, pa.
So CI 91 a National Health Insurance Card free in accordance with the ruling of the Supreme Court. So any MBO na wo say Abu Ramadan any other person Supreme Court now Electoral Commission into one more anye bibia. So you still go on a tangent of calling say obi pese oye den oya abano edema obi. So clearly they didn't have any basis.
So what did John Mama say? What did he say? What did he say?
CI 91. No, my man.
Why we CI 91? Then John Mama
dealt with
what
he removed the National Health Insurance.
So what did John say?
His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. I don't need Wumwa. I don't need Wumwa. Ninsema all can say. Ono onko kai kra say Electoral Commission. Oh yeah, omu ya banu edi ama obi at this moment. He says they have lost their enviable status. The way I know omu ye omunyama, omu ye the envy. Again, minia esheda kasa as if say Electoral Commission the omunhihye ba parliament yebotumi aye hu bibi. Immediately you allow them to lay that CI. Kura wuntimi yi mfrim. Wuntimi yi mfrim. Kura wuntimi yi mfrim. So omo ye spelling mistake kura wuntimi yi mfrim. So wo constituency kura electoral areas omo yi bi efrimu di koshe bibi kura wuntimi ye hu amendment. He knows this na so wa sheda or ye as if say omo mra no ba parliament etimi ye hu bibi. That is why adie bia wo say mo ye no mo be ye ansa na omo de sa CI no ebeba parliament to gazette it and get it laid. Because omo nya di bele pe ayeka the only way adie am betumi aye ni say 2/3 mo nya 2/3 of all MPs say omo be tweetia sa adie no na yeji ya ana Electoral Commission na nkasa beba be ye den abe withdraw. Apart from that muntimi nye any amendment. Ye wa kwan bebre ya ye de ye mra, ye wo CIs, ye wo executive instrument, and ye wo legislative instrument. Say ye legislative instrument eba through a bill. And eba through until no de mo be ye first reading, mo be ye there will be referrals, mo be ye second reading, third reading, and then you pass it. So mo won kwan say mo be ye amendments. But CI no ye nye ho amendment. And the idea was say no, we have to do it. Binia all can oko 46, ko 45. We constitute ko 45. Can 45 man. 45 B to undertake programs for the expansion of the registration of voters. You say functions of Electoral Commission back any say omuntu anamo ebeboa ubetra nipa duduwa to be head achro mudin. If you go to 42, we constitution na oh no, every citizen of Ghana of 18 years of age or above and of sound mind has the right to vote and is entitled to be registered as a voter. Ghana ni bia na dwenda ho a wenya 18 years and above no or who kwan say obeto aba na entitled to register. Yanka wo bebia say is it Ghana card that makes you a Ghanaian?
No.
Is it Ghana card that makes you a Ghanaian? You can be a Ghanaian without holding a Ghana card. And the Electoral Commission and to me confirm say who need Ghana card? Article 42 you know
but how well have we addressed that situation?
That is why we are telling the Electoral Commission say don't bring only Ghana card as the means of identifier for registration. Passport, HSA, nipa again. Even our driver's license used to, and the Supreme Court admits so. Now, so the last time I almost call ye free ho. So the current amendment, CI 126, ye the be amended 91, no, Emma only Ghana card, passport, and vouching guarantor system. Now, who be ye guarantor a free ho? Who be ye passport a free ho? Na ka Ghana card and she say wo or china who ni Ghana card I say wo ye Ghana ni. Obia me any Titus Glover ye ni mo no ye ntumi nko sign say ye ni mo o ma hene nti utumi tro wudin. That's what the electoral commission is trying to do. So constitutional provision article 42 MOBA the right to vote and therefore entitled to be registered. Electoral commission per se or the mraba to deny you that say who ni Ghana card. Meanwhile, the constitution 45 2 or 3 thereabout, they can say omunyan share programs to expand access. Meanwhile, what they share but say your registration only at the district offices. Yemfa only Ghana card. Okay, Ghana card for so see to me issue card. Almost say 3.5 million cards akoka or store because omu nisika.
Okay, so you could try home. It's another conversation. They be Adameka. You could try home. We have 30 minutes for our discussion. So don't worry. You have 30 minutes. You come back.
I was a back.
Well, yes, I was medical catchers in Yami Adman, no Juba Pepa, era a year Martin Kwesi, CEO of Minerals Commission, Ebeba, na on the Abedin Cobo. A Joda Bia, no Facio, or she must say, Ebedi a year mining home a year in Como, Monday Bia 8:30 to 9, era a year Martin Kwesi, CEO of Minerals Commission, and Ebeba Abetina Drum, na Ebusebusan Kosa Bakum Unions. But see the area of Adams, boom, a constituency, Mashibijani, on the ticket of the NDC, our Hanum say Samsung, Daniel, Nikwate, Titus Global, so, and also a one say. So, the Kofi Kenya, I think the matter is settled.
The attendant said, Kofi Kine, one of the functions of the EC under 45. So, on
commission investor,
Nipa do na Omomodi 18, yes, Omomoni at the time of the last registration, and under representation of the peoples in the Constitution chapter 7, no, you should not deny any Ghanaian of any voting right. Also, Twaba. Na Okotwaba, a Omara ye ASCI, no, I had the community bedroom. Na Maquine, she shared the tour, yet the Betwabano. Ma yisi nye niyama ebema sebi obi otine chire no obeka se na jo mama emiri bi etwe mu o kan say yisi fo ewo inherent instruments to protect the integrity of their functions no emma enkusisa enyama on begu akomu ebeboa na ntiase aye adwuma yemfa ne nye adwuma because for example ukogofi minu ne kasese ya uko boem obi wo Togo wabadware wo Ghana na wako shatade ewo Togo very close. This is a polling station, this is Togo. I mean the convenience itself is a problem, so we need to make sure say obi bi o wabeto aba no o Ghana this year say what trend din a abato dadua oko din e de card ekoto yenimo say ye Kofi Adams of the boem constituency of boem this year. Sadiana would need to safeguard it. And the year when you know, you're making sure say, Memfa Ohine Biamba. Chopper Namidima Kofini say, Parliament honor Geniati. Say, ye see the audio bano. Special Budget Committee. I've been a friend of that committee before. That was 2013 to 2016.
But in this case, special budget because of budgetary this committee a subsidiary legislation
that's correct. And the attorney say the subsidiary legislation the budget will be a special budget committee, so we can do a joint committee, the special budget and the subsidiary legislation near sure coming for because we all want the best for this country. What does here? But let them not spill venom. Let them not spill inferno as if we are going to war. What does here? For me, a kwembi ebeya intiase be juma. Ama ye nyina yakwa enim for 20 dollars. Your mama, we have beaten him twice. Yensuro no miri dada. Yensuro no. Whoever will bring who beat him again. Who does it? Miri dada dia wo di wu fafa no wa.
What does it? Akufo-Addo will beat him twice. When you say Akufo-Addo will beat him twice.
Akufo-Addo is gone.
Professor Mills.
Me say Akufo-Addo is beaten twice. He's gone. He's not. His face is not coming. Na mi nyami dia na yetie.
Atie de okika.
Na nyami dia na yetie. O na wutie no.
Oh, what am I?
Your mama dear, you beaten it twice.
Well,
or no court, no, or so just yet. A brand Supreme Court, no, a demand. The Supreme Court judges were saints, were competent, were qualified to give him the victory. And they will call court a winning, so you have nothing left to stand on. Now you detail, no, or say the pump papa. Johnson just here.
I am surprised.
Just here. Where the young court?
Oh, per se,
you better come on. But the beba. Ebe ya emfa ntase juma ye hwe ne yenka na ntase juma then we won't move afine bre do a
so my last point on it, just 1 minute.
Okay.
2, on the issue of court, for the first time in 2013 obian hwe say Dr. Kodwo Afarijan, chair of electoral commission, or into the box to answer questions. 2021 you say omuma ye nya friend interrogatories almost say there be omumfa maye court
it's a matter of law now. It's a matter of law.
Court nankasa court nankasa
go and ask your lawyers. It's part of it.
Court nankasa say
who see me my we am wa me ngira daka mo o na go da
court nankasa say obewura witness box ni ma sa de na ye hwehwe no as interrogatories no
Ode
be maye afede eduru say nipa no on be wura box no ma o say me nko box no the same court also agreed with her and nipa no made sure say nukredi a ye behia no look there's a difference between obia committee crime criminal offense be that could lead you to jail and you say you don't want to incriminate yourself and you will perform a duty of electoral commissioner enyama bi akoso a anko yi a ye pese wo ka nukre a wo dwane efri sa nukre no. We should be mindful about that. 2, Okan 46 about the independence of electoral commission and must not be influenced by any institution. Agree to a large extent. And the adenti and electoral commission per se, and I juma, and I feel eba be influence on juma. You see, you must not be under the electoral commission per se omudi on juma, ekwa share and I as anti ochina. Say NIA ma obi kada electoral commission say nipa no mean to me register no because interest say nipa no ye Ghana ni. How? And we think that SADA is good.
Wait.
I know minia ni kwate Titus Glover. Minim no pa I know him to be somebody or ye fair minded. But I'm surprised say this morning no person or joining on moi omu supporting this whole project. I'm surprised. Say because Obama constituency Togoni don't we say
now who go carry one what we shape to am please no me please
the person from
two against one
should that stop the person so
they know themselves they know themselves you are not being fair to me.
What you have just said.
What can be about court?
So what is the problem? What is the problem?
Why come on to him? Or see Argentina. Or see Argentina. You call court and Jimenza and to me Shadakam.
Uncle Bisa. We'll see. Oh. We requested for interrogatories.
Please.
Court deny because please. After the every time on the box number or say Kofi also accepted and on America.
the aye edimra wo kokota enyemra wonya no ene ye job your lawyers were there. They produced authorities to support their argument. They didn't hear. Your lawyers were there. They know the law. Than all of us sitting here. And so we national television. Now we can say you are asking for interlocatories or whatever legal terms that we use in a young family. And the case Mayendi. At the end of the bottom line, the fact of the case, you must get grounds, you must get facts, you must get basis. You don't rely on the letter commission.
The National
we never rely on the letter commission.
The National Union of Ghana students has called on the National Union of Ghana students has called on the Student Loan Trust Fund, GET Fund, and the government to immediately pay qualified applicants. According to NUCS, some students face the prospect of not being able to register and continue their academic activities. NUCS added that some institutions have issued notices warning students of closing the registration deadline as examinations approach. The National Union of Ghana students has received several complaints from our students nationwide about the non-payment of student loans after a long period of applications. It is unfortunate to also note that the last semester's arrears have also not been paid. This is a huge problem in the face of the current situation in the country, with students facing the inability to register and continue their academic activity. At the moment, about 70,000 students have applied. We are by this statement calling on the Student Loan Trust Fund and government to, as a matter of urgency, pay qualified applicants of the student loan immediately. Students are at risk of deferring if loans are not paid immediately.
First one, I want to empathize with the students. We are student na sebi means to live on campus, means to pay your fees and other user fees for campus. I can imagine the kind of torture that you go through. Because school Abuchiri, I did my first degree and my second degree at Abuchiri. I was fortunate because I had achieved scholarship during my first degree but me masters no work. Cobra, Juma me fame no pressure e fame pa. E adum. Me ye Juma twatwa so sa like a machine. Just to meet the target July no to pay my fees and send me to my graduate. Mestre Student Loan Trust Fund. When bia was some of us on the finance for Casa, then release cannon from Momo. Now, because universities in the won't just fees, you can't even write your exams. It means there was a would defer a banasa na a chincolano graduation wedding education. Your best repa. Or when you release in a kakan, the infant Manqualai, no munya quine, no muntum fanco, control, there was so many bibia. And yes, Ebwa. Now, looks for a normal there two months. Ebwa. That is the leadership of the student wing. Now, on the one tomorrow, I'm appealing to Ministry of Finance. No more is going to be named for Manqualano. At least last year, the year in Chai. I'm saying, book story now. Headline near Wukai, almost last year, I raised big woman in Chai. This year's account. It is because of the kind of challenge that we are finding ourselves in. In India, Mascano. But the finance minister said last year, no crown, what the only reason for this year, I feel I apply about 70,000 of them. But those arrests that has not been fulfilled as a last year, then they can organize themselves and give them that of this year.
But what's happening? Because it's like baby, I would say baby, I buy no problem. Any they thought ditch moves are.
Oh my, this was on my Yerani on my to a point, say. Suku akoda oko tertiary level unya admission ya ansa na kura ubeko through the processes you say ko nanka yemawo sika ne bia odi behwe. That was how it was. Ene se mekaipa MPP celebrity omuhu say, oh, they have taken away guarantor system, which was good. And so taking away the guarantor system, na sika no kwa, what is the use of taking away the guarantor system? Because adia nipa ni hia no eni sika no. Enye guarantor. Dr. Bawumia Nama, we took away guarantor system as a success. Now so nyentia we take away guarantor system enko. Then you still want to be celebrated. But indicated the mess everywhere. Look, nkokra any mrewa kra o musika omo atobons kra no yesi yemfa ama ho. O say omo ye pikiti before parliament intervention no yeti say omo de no nhihye na eda ho na yebedi so. Bebre na aka intumi yeden eni so. Yesi we na wodi aba yemfa ama ho. In this case of the student, it's pathetic because minia in na school ni bio, and we know how challenging it was. But for the student loan yanka, maybe yenti happy. So when you have such a situation, almost hanka kura say arrears kura so edaho. Last semester dia kura daho a yenye ntuaye. Na this year dia no so abekam. Enti sika no 2.5% a yeji. Get fund contractors yintua hono ka student dia no so a enko omo foreign students are don akọ scholarship ebinumu gu Cuba any the rest omo stipend so enko enti sika no ye de yeden
ba ye de yeden
na ye nim no sika no enti
na ba bia tu nim de sika ne
na say na no ye ba ha no me no ka assembly me nim se mo edi echi akwa ko bisa hon about sa hotel bill na mo edi echi akwa ko bisa hon because o say mo ko bisa hon no mo ka say
ye try ko
enti de bia sika ne bi e ko no e wa na me kire wi enu nti na student die ye nya bi mfa nkoma ho because oba ko be kwa akoda hotel edan a cost over 200,000 a night. We be then wait your student on 1,000 CD and 1,005. Can you imagine one night nipa back home the night cost of oil more than 200,000. Can you imagine how much that 200,000 would have done for Ghanaian students? And nipa no that for 3 nights. That is almost $1 million Ghana CD. Can you imagine how much $1 million CD would have done on University of Ghana campus? So, any problem? So, you bet me to sympathize. And I'm grateful to Minia Titus for trying to at least sympathize and empathize with them. But it cannot end at that. Or say, you catch up and say, on you prudent with the resources, you are sharing, not on you. We cannot leave these students this way and go celebrate and say, we have taken away the guarantor system. You don't need guarantor system again. You don't need guarantor system. What is the use of it? And you can pay guarantor na. So clearly, no, they should do something.
Okay, so
I call off.
Me money, for our consumption.
On my main king. Ose.
And you was in Kazam from
my main king come public, and you say,
Debbie, we coffee as Nico Fias.
The official can say Cape Coast lecture.
Oh, because in the font size, and you font size. And
let's wrap up on this placement issue. I got the case of the issue, schools, DBG, Nyoma, the ministry and the service, no. Provide parents need to. If you list or moko school no it's now a hell. Akasha in aka.
You see, anything I can say. Education generally, no, or say yeah no mix, and that was Nabutaya Edahon say. And you bia, and I beka say, we buy a call secondary school, no free. Ebinumu wo ho a omutumi aye den etua bibi so that omutua no na wo balance ne up. That was what we thought say a better way of running your education. It's possible to identify, use various processes to identify omo omutumi aye den etua nanka oman no menka say aban kra o oman no ye ho aye den atoye kakra na ye nya bibi kakra e dia supporting aban ye na adwen se ekonongo kaya ade no untumi nsua ye boa wo so a o say debi your own finance minister yensesa no kra wo is still the same finance minister okopie wo one of the stations e wo Ghana ha e ka say can you imagine say onu obefa ne ba akwa kosi no wa chimota na wa ka say bye bye without paying anything that it doesn't make sense. This is the finance minister talking, but NDC echo kan almost say talking about review no means say yen jai free SHS debi enunti because abansi kan ko say odeko for nyama bebre no enko enti edru admissions times like this schools need to take advantage ejiji sa nyama no wokwa they will collect it and be using because akasha for cleaning detergents ningina omojiji that is how they get to be able to run the schools because abain subvention no was say ekono enko ningina
ko ye hwe high money transform
o hini yen yaka mu so na wo say mu boa mu fa mo cameras enko na mu beboa kasa yeka so that we can look at this free SHS so that omo to me tuano will be called upon to pay so that yebenya well deserved education for everybody yenka say yemu obi antua wo there be we cannot do that because some people cannot just afford to pay now so omo wonimdie or say omo so nya akwenya so omo be school no bi but if you do it this way the heirs are now forced to demand from everybody, including Omokura Amunye then Omutumi.
So, Abai Tokrona Bedon, na headmasters na Fakwan Biso.
Fakwan Biso. Because Omuanjia, after 1 week in school, Omu toilets ne the bathrooms Omuntumi and cleaning. Omuchok Besa, Ebimko, Marcus Besa, Ebimko, all prior Omode pra campuses in Ebesa, Omuntumi Toby. So they take advantage. It's unfortunate. And the parents now will say, oh, you have ended up even punishing them. In your school, in the friends say, I grade A schools. Now, so because of prospectus, so what is the
use? Out and some of the items at schools be permitted. Now when the school near Colorado, no mark for box bare form, Brano. Why? What's this happening to us?
Na uti NDC phone kasa ene kofi mu adwiri mi o. O kasa ti say o saint.
Debbie.
I mean, no. I take serious listen to me. I take serious Mr. White. Mr. White. No. Listen to me. I take serious. Have I declared? Let us not behave like us.
We need to improve the system.
Oh, I think.
Have I declared myself as a saint?
What you want to
I
please, I don't like it.
Program and the government.
Please, either two against one. Or no, Mr. White.
I'm saying that I take exception to your description.
I withdraw. But that will not prevent me from saying what I want.
Who can you expose you?
Now, a minute be a tribunal. So this business of teachers, headmistresses, and heads of schools collecting things for us, it didn't start from today. A whole natural seminar me cano. And I'm the white in Tiasian. Now Professor Mills, JDM Tiasian. This list, whether or not in existence?
To this level.
Oh, no.
No. This list.
Debbie. We are not being fair to me. Akasha, liquid soap. They were trying all this thing in your time.
You were MP from 2013.
What you are doing is not fair.
No, but
what you are saying is what you are doing is not fair. It's dangerous. I'm saying that I'm coming and making my analysis. Allow me to analyze and I'll conclude in my submission. This demand by headmistresses didn't start from today. In the time of Adam, whatever. And what else?
Oh,
I don't know where sir. Sakura, I don't know where sir.
No, the parents are looking at
No, they are looking at me. I'm a parent too. My word is in Presec. So I know what I'm talking about. It didn't start from today. So if in your time, this is what happened. What was your reaction? What did you do?
It's getting worse.
What does it?
It's getting worse.
Don't pretend as if you are sick.
There's no pretense here.
There's no
It's
pretense.
getting worse.
There's no pretense.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
No.
Only moderate.
Is there any pretense? No, because everybody is feeling it. No, I'm not moderating. I'm not moderating. I'm a
I don't
panelist.
like it.
I'm a panelist.
I'm also a parent. I'm feeling it.
I'm also a parent.
So my position I want to drive here is that my position I want to drive here is that don't pretend as if
You're
the
bored.
time
You're
there
bored,
was nothing that happened there.
You're bored.
What I say, I'm feeling it too. So what I'm saying is that say enye men run no and
Yes,
then
my TV no so my TV.
and no say enye no and then so enye
and no there na and ginsem
don't go there.
And then
Don't go there. Don't go there. Say enye no and then so enye. So education ministry must be proactive. They must move to the schools and let them know. But don't pretend as if in your time it was so gloomy, it was so good, and then now who you will
Daniel why did Ghanaians vote for
and first amba or pretend as I go for a pinty and teacher for the headmistress never be that is the pressure he's getting here. And
that is how it is.
Say here, say enye rano, and that's what and the listen now. A teacher for any head of schools, any banon, and yeah, you address no. But don't pretend as if and then don't pretend as if that is the impression I'm creating. And this education ministry, any kind of education service, they must move in and let the heads of these schools know.
They've moved.
It is not the best for us.
They've moved in the only movement no more. We are raising issues about.
We are there to say, you are saying.
I'm running question, baby. No, I'm saying the men running question, baby. Sekanino Nanya and that's why they're urging them. What do we do about that?
That is what I'm saying. The Ministry of Education, together with their agency called Education Service, it is their duty to make sure say demands are head teachers what can say meaning coffee be again but you want to be more Catholic than the Pope as if in your time it wasn't so
demands na schools in area no yen bisa yen say Argentina schools in area sa because sika or say echo to support the other components of education enko yen sika no nyina no ye de akwa share the free SHS in terms of maybe buying food any others eduane no kura sometimes no enko so the other aspects of education now by say odi ni sika kona enko no eno na ama hes no ye engineer omuji
what's the last time you checked
buffer stock
no what's
masa my enjaisa no stop that
no Mr.
you are coming from tema
Mr.
okwa ko tema
schools na meet me driver schools here me driver look as a parent don't know kwa he indirectly is being told to contribute towards Adrian Ombedi.
Look, minya mami bi me money din.
Hey,
ne ma obako call non-free SHS. Ena obako call the free SHS system.
So no work kita non-free.
Sisia or spending more on near oko free SHS because you have to visit regularly with food. The other one okwa or you okay. Bibia wo ho okwa faibra at the end of the day no e ya charge no more enti why na do process obenya senka obey possible nko be transfer the other one no so all the the other side so yen ka no kre no to encourage this
I don't know in your opinion do you think the free SHS no yen share what some of the people have suggested that we should start prioritizing because you be na
oh, I agree with those thoughts. So, those that have the means can afford to pay for the award fees now. I mean, these are concerns that are very legit. I was saying, in future, now we can engage and get these things addressed. I agree with that. But tall listener schools near the Abana, if you're saying, we broom. Obi to me the broom more than 1 or 2. The broom no to me Bragona yen say enadia the microphone there.
Yeah.
What does that mean massive in water?
Oh, okay.
My great grandmother is from there. Their long manner, the plan, the count. And all these things are being collected from the students. I have moved for
we take catalysis. We take
when I want to boarding house, we want to catalysis. Did you go to boarding house?
Yeah, of course.
Did you go to catalysis?
I'm saying that we take catalysis.
It's part of. But we took catalysis to school. In your time, didn't you take it to school?
We were taking it once, but
it's
this
only
time every year.
It's only freshers.
Oh.
My son is in 2nd year.
Yeah,
he never sent catalysis to school.
No,
he never sent a detergent to school. It's only first timers who are coming, who are being asked to come with catalysis and holes and whatever.
They take from them.
Maybe come from one.
Without that, they will not be able to run the school.
What is new here?
But when you say no more of the Chelsea school now, aqua school
what I say?
No more Jesus school.
No more first year for the age
and agree.
Say, so let's look Kofi. I agree with you. The Ayajano approach. It is only not fund 2, fund 3, including first years.
Me.
First year for Mujia and Moji. It is a duty as parents to speak on it.
Me say Mwana yepese yema awufo omuni.
Kofi wrap up with these 2 issues. No more party no more in about one daben.
Well, since your nomination no ye bie ama ubi a opese or contest for flag bearership and parliamentary wakwa kofa forms. Since I want to me enfa forms biom apart from constituencies ye the two ho say ye omodi enu sisia enti emu go through endorsement ye endorse we are 22nd 23rd of March for filing enti you be a why endorse you come and file ubetua wo say we parliamentary candidate Bema ubetua wo 40,000 Ghana cedi we oba ubetua wo 20,000 Ghana cedi.
Why are you giving men that advantage?
Well, because we are always gender sensitive. Any persons with disability on which you have 50% of the charge. And we did them and now we are ban which you have 50% of the charge.
Okay.
We are Bema which you are fully wounded them which you are fully. Then for flag bearership, picking of form was 50,000 and filing will be 500,000. And also ubetia into the bank. Then you go and file. Then ubeko through vetting. You vet now we are qualified, then you become a candidate for that election, sir. You better on the 13th of May 2023.
13th May 2023.
13th May 2023.
So as of the close of now a flag bearership 90%.
94 and omu apiki forms.
You have a favorite?
Oh, of course I have a favorite.
Of
course, we be a Ghana for you now. Everyone say, "Oh, Ajinkwan, Ombambeji or mine, John Dramani Mahama." He's the favorite of Ghana. He's a savior for Ghana. So no NDC person, NDC for mu work kwan say mu beto abano. Ma obi amba mbeda adam. Mu hwe Ghana na mu hwe yankasa ya setena ye wo mu sesia. Na mu nto aba emfama John Dramani Mahama. Na ombra na ombetu ani njuma pano so. Now,
if you NDC for Mujidi said John Mahama what magic one beyond the tennis system around.
Oh, he has, because he's done it before. He's somebody over proven record of resolving challenges confronting or main. What he said after John Dramani Mahama's exit, what he be about energy challenge Biuma.
Is the current administration now maintaining your
for where? Current administration then on 1 year to add even a kilowatt to the.
It's not the addition, it's the sustainability.
Maybe so say then on 1 year. Look, the Ghana Gas Company are generating huge quantities of gas to supply to the thermal plants to generate power. One will see it has saved this country huge sums of money. And say $. Say gold for oil deal for even the fuel we consume. And then deal na for gas to come and power the gas plants. So the intervention of the NDC administration has solved all these problems. John Dramani Mahama is a problem solver. Our experience. You see, obi kanka. Wo wuti haye wuka. Wo de ko bibi na se wuka no ko kan. ube frɛ aplanke sɛ ɔmba meyi ma wa. You look for someone you know over experience. Say ɔmbra mbe boa wo. Enye obi a ɔka sɛ minim kaka. Na odi amano. You look out for someone with experience. Ghana in the situation we find ourselves, you know, be our experience that on the 7th of January 2025, Nipano are ready to start governance.
It comes to acceptability.
Afena Nipano aba bejuin say oh mayor then like title city hey. Ono na why na doing so on person obedi MPB because it feels like a pressure emano. Well, true say pressure womb. Now, so, we serve here, you would always want to continue to do it and find solution.
Acceptability.
Very high for you. No, I mean, we must said, in titles Glover, Osako Parliament Bioma, Osako Parliament Bioma, or experiencing Obia maybe or a new person, a fan and Nipano then Oba. That person will now come and learn even what a half-hour motion is, what all these are, and so on and so forth. But no, Sanyamano onim already. So he gets into parliament again, ready to move. Onim rules no already. John Dramani Mahama has the experience. So he's ready. He's been there. He's ready to move. On top of that, the record no edaho clear. You can see it vividly. And enra Methodist or Sophobi. Methodist or minim se ni video. What you say ma that is enough. Okay. Obia ono akasa ja to me say oye MPP ni. O say me oye MPP ni o. Ono ne mama ana oye NDC ni o. Omo akoa ne papa so say ne papa so ye NDC ni. Na ne papa may be grieving in his grief. So he associated with these people. Fama me. Fama me na minka.
The last time I checked, now is munya date for money.
Kamudie o manka modie yesim
obofo ani na go apaso
kamudie
na NDC for die
kamudie manka MPP die the last time he checked you cannot even get a date. The last time he checked you cannot even get a date.
The time
me say kamudie
the constitutional provision of MPP say your oppositioner will elect a flag bearer 24 months to general elections. Say we are 12 months. And then 26th of February. So we are within the time.
And no maybe sir no accent talk only. No, I'm asking you. No accent talk only. Okay, my
the point is that
Neto no.
Yeah, consultation to get if anything that get time because when you say there were two elections here. With the experience of 2007, the candidate no cost for more than 5 hours. It was a special congress. The Yentiso number 5. We have that in time. It means to say early congress. There are two schools of thoughts. Early congress and I conform to what the constitutional provision catch. And then early consultation ban. And the Yagusua yes consultation. So in no time, the National Council date, when these broad consultations are done, then you get the date. But we are within the time, up to December 2023. But your mama, me did that.
There be interest.
Oh,
favorite,
oh, please, I don't like that. Don't ask me question. Let me deal with him. Please, let me deal with him. Please, John Mama.
No, but I'm saying you better
John say.
Yeah.
Don't scheme things to favor one candidate. One day. Don't scheme.
But who is scheming? Who is scheming?
Don't scheme anything.
Who is scheming anything?
Why are you so intolerant?
Who is scheming anything?
Why are you so intolerant?
Who is scheming anything?
Calm down. You are wearing white.
No, who is scheming? Who is scheming anything?
Come right. Don't ask me question.
Be fair.
Don't ask me question.
Please, let me deal. Who is the potential?
We are doing discourse analysis. We are Semaba. We beside the Waka economy, Waka in some bebre. Why don't you Manoko? What does it?
You try, Baba. Nana ya mono jemfua o to ade wo Kumasi Patasi. Good morning, and Sister charity, so Charity Catering Services, TUC Junction, Kumasi. Also, a very good morning to you. Also, Majibram, also, Moshebi. We're about to wrapping up. My many kakra, I'm out break a cram and also to me the actual job. But Nikwate,
Professor, Yedi, what now this?
And one year, this Muslim
kakra mbese mechanic.
What's me read that?
Ye dada, yen surono. Ye didn't kokunda. Beating him the third time, even though we know it's not going to be easy, we're going to work hard to make sure. Say, nyama edi gwa kwemwa, ema edi nkunimde ba no, ebeba. Na and this is why your margin say the economic challenge ye womunti is going to be a trump card for election 2024, and they be shenable. I will name say. But these programs are bound to a coming in. Ebe yi wakwemu, ama yedi nyama tutu ye kama. Maybe a train and say, yeah, just about 7 years ago, energy crisis is by. It is not only being cancer winning, at least they've done something. But you look at your mama, any NDC for Eddie Yankushimwa, now no shipa. I remember, generator. But this is studio cry who tear the sound. It's so unbearable. Ordinary worker people who are trying to put body and soul together, seamstresses, there's everybody, the way they subjected this country to. Who got them a stores? A war. Number be brain num a say. Send the pen and said the brain. Yeah, train. Or see on your magician, or your mama say on your magician. When the youth were pressing for employment. Also, your magician or becreti employment at their mom. A chileno was senior, minimum in senior people. Or sim ranty one num no more wabwa. Great friends and Ura and Ura Munchucha. Then you tie them a montong. Or say young courses are boar and begu a quawni and papai as quarries. This was your prescription for job creation in this country. At the Yentia. Ebra na yedi economy yedi jawo no at the wood ja 3.7%. And 7 years. First term of Akufado, fantastic performance. And all these unfortunate exogenous factors nyame nyina ebeshe yokonwa, and we are fighting so hard to get ourselves out of it. And he said no and end this voyage now na mo go to 2024 year. And the muti. Ye be ye djuma dimpa to get ourselves out of this.
Afina mbaye.
Say gusu ayeye. Say gusu ayeye.
Na next
you have little faith. Your faith like NDC. Who faith no it is NDC for no. Akonya ye womu yentremu sa debi.
Yo, yati.
Adumti enyama be dani eni be sesa. Ama yakot 2024. And that is the election year. I will turn things around. Ghanaians will prefer MPP government than NDC.
So when a potential candidate to lead your party?
They will decide. We'll go to our primaries. We'll decide.
Who is amongst the tallest?
All of them, they qualify.
So
all of them. All of them qualify. One
year when?
Me say all of them they qualify.
Why they beat me out smart your mama?
Obia all nipa 8 me abago be beat no. MPP obia de ba be see o say your mama. Who kai 2020 election no. Me nim so oda na onya ne yewu. E na okita pepe bi. E na omo gina Kofi na wo bo am nti woni wo. O shop pepe no say won say wo wada I didn't for the team. And one test here, results never no. Was it winning a majority seat or taking government? I've didn't have any event delay. It is. What does here? The Ecosono, a yabro, and you don't need to come in or rapport. On rapport.
Omahini. Minia Daniel ni kwate Titus Glover. Ma bogu dini na. Honorable Daniel ni kwate Titus Glover. Medasi. Unima. Omahini energy crisis. Okai President Kufuor Abreso. Ye ma sofo kra eko akosombo eko bompaye as a solution to energy crisis. Say ye bompaye say isu be ye then isu beto.
I remember those funny was a Kofi Wayokas
Mokoto and ebinim so ekoto toy generators according to Dr. Ureku Brobe.
Yeah.
Say generators na ekoto to solve energy crisis no toy generators. John Dramani Mahama bae no wanka say yen konko bompa ye say nsuo beto or say ye increase yen thermal generation. Otu ho anamo. Dumso was a problem. No correct, but we solved it. Menia omo a wo suma hon say omo nye djuma no ene omo nye djuma. Ena sika kakra omo save ye bi no mu koto bonds no. Na ban e de omo nsa akwa omo botom say sa sika na nyina ye gie from ho. Between Dumso ene obi a ode ne nsa ewurawura edjumayefo omo pockets no ma oyiyi omo sika. Or they call that hotels are cost more than 200,000 Ghana cedi a night. No, why and I be supporting.
Okay.
Why and I be supporting. So, Honorable Daniel ni kwate Titus Glover. Ye ni mumu. And Ghanaians will judge, and their positive judgment will go in favor of John Dramani Mahama and NDC.
All right. So 0302-211-701-4. Just about 2-3 callers, then we are done. 0302-211-701-4. 0302-211-701-4. Yeah, Nikwate, now come.
Oh, Kofi is not kind of.
Well, so bet me asre because maybe Ubotom ye may be free Ubotom. Maybe ye may be free Ubotom. Oh, maybe he's not feeling it. Maybe or no feel it. Because now say Oko contest national organizer no mobilize. No, maybe it didn't affect you. No, maybe it didn't affect you.
Then you want to take
I am saying that the haircut, because maybe you don't have hair, so you didn't feel the haircut.
You've had it now. So clearly,
we shave your beard. The best shaving about you saying.
I admit, the debt restructuring program, no. Akosi, na yemi the past, Yamubi, were so touched with the pensioner individual bond with us.
Mamne Kwame Nkasa. Kwame Martin Apom to say. Hello Kwame, Martin Apom to say. Kwame.
Hello, Adom also.
Boko quickly at you.
Yeah, Yanum a MPP for no. Yeah, I'm a taking for granted. Because how many attitude you from Cecilia? What is it? How many attitude you from young papa more, maybe 80 years, 90 years, 70 years? Ma abre ayejuma asuma mangana. O muska ka o mo de koto banka o mo de bi ngwa kanka. Aban we si mafa.
Baby, are you correct? So what am I upgrade? So
company o mo ndem
just sanity. You for Benson, but quickly, from Chomon Shannon. Sansi say no. Apart from say optional, what would you care will be? It's been paid. So whatever Monsan can, I don't know.
Should they go on demonstration before?
No.
For the first time, old men.
Benson marching.
Old men have to demonstrate for their savings.
Hello, Benson.
Yeah, investment.
Hello.
Yes, sir. It's you. Yeah, Benson. Oh, Jamia Domboko.
Hello. You. Share on my room. My room shall briar bread. Shall watch you. Shall Mahama breast. Who could that taste this? And now, Father, breast, who could that taste this? I wouldn't mean to say. If you want to know, she will mind.
Okay, yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so back, Kofi. Most one can check Ghana for almost like if you run, but it's not good for you. Because you cry 10 cities, the ultimate financial. When you come, you cry 20 financial. You have to speak to the reality to them. That is where we take advantage. It will come back to you guys.
But
the truth is that.
No, what were we told? And then I catch say, ye babe ye at the end of the day, ye babe ye ni. And at that time, I now ye go through these difficulties. How many oil fields and an year? In the number of oil fields are yen sakam. All the opportunities are edaho na still ye yenhihye papa bia ebeye were we the only country covid higher now
just your last
were we the only country maybe Russia and Ukraine omoko omontokwa no enti yenkwa na se chia de ya ka wasase so there's a quote bia osofo no ka bomaye but now
I want to be pretentious challenge a woman who try a woman me you I would never do that. Now as a government spokesman President Akufo-Addo Jatum say he appreciates challenges or money woman. Okay, maybe during the COVID era, in the peak of it, say Nippon Kwanye would be engine and some famba. So free up. But Sikasem to a dear a banesa when Bia was so faswa or better to Niama Ama in one hand or Guswa or Bayadiabwa. And yes, indeed, things are difficult and Nemamu Ayadini. But on Mampenino and in a pump for no, Eguswa, she be our some year, not Ghana for him with the free one, Abuano, Eguswa Yayo. A Branton or Decam Frey, and say he's not current. Onimnia Ecoso. They must read before they pick the phone,
okay,
call into programs.
I think the Ube didn't attempt
to current on
because so on say.
You see vaccines mo frank ti kura vaccines kura ebi ni ho vaccines common vaccines
on fre no
common vaccines
and the way nya say ma was
common
vaccines
thank you so much for watching.
Mama